And that's what happened. Because I had a vision of having 100 people filling the place up, buying a bigger building and growing until, we have the biggest church in Cleveland. Oh. Look around. But that's okay. Because that's what God's called me to do. And I would rather be in God's will than to be outside His will. Right. Amen.
But you minister to thousands.
But we do now. And God has opened the door to where we're on television and on internet. And with things that we never dreamed that would ever take place. Exactly. But it's not what I had envisioned. Amen. But it's not my plan. It's God's plan.
Yep.
Amen. And so we have to be willing to build a building, but calculate first. Amen. I may not have been able to handle 100 people. Some people get on my nerves. I got so mad last night, I went to deliver some food. And I normally don't have a bad temper. Not anymore. When I was young, I did. But and I go and pick up food. And it's right on Euclid Avenue, right downtown, right by the square. And there's no place to park. But there's this one particular restaurant. There's always a place where 4 cars could park, where there's doing construction. Well, now they got barrels blocking it. So the other night I backed up and parked there. Well, I went there last night. I wasn't going to this restaurant. I was going to a little ice cream shop. And I backed up and I bumped into the barrel. I got out and seen I was bumped, so I picked it up and I moved it an inch, just off of my bumper. Young man comes out, he's a valet parker, a big wheel, a big shot. Okay. He's a valet parker.
Yeah, big shot.
And I said, I'm going in to pick up some food. He said, that's okay. He said, but don't ever touch my thing. I said, your thing was in my way.
Oh.
He says, don't ever do it again. That's why it's there for a reason. I said, then move it out of my way then. And I'm like, you jerk. And I walked in and I was steaming. And this guy's still standing there waiting for me. And I'm like, he better not say anything to me when I come out. Because I felt the old flesh come up. BB, I literally wanted to hit him. Mm-hmm. I wanted to hurt this guy. Jimmy, I know you don't understand that. But I was upset for probably an hour after that, wishing I wanted to punch this punk, But I had to ask God, forgive me, Lord, why am I letting this guy ruin my night?
Right.
He's no big shot.
He's nobody.
That he's got one little corner of the earth that he's supposed to guard. Yeah. That little barrel is his position in life. Don't touch it. And I let him get me upset because he's just guarding his little square inch
his
of the
domain.
Just a square inch, just a square inch. You see what I'm saying? Satan will use anything to try to irritate you and to aggravate you and to get you to get out of character. Because what would have happened? I would have punched this poor boy in the face and out and went to jail.
Yep.
Amen?
And we'd have to go in the church.
It's the trick of the devil. We have to be careful. Amen? Thank God, he didn't provoke me any further. Because I probably would have did something I was sorry about. Amen? For which of you intending to build a tower setteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Make sure you have what you're supposed to. Somebody says, you ain't got enough money in your checking account to back up that check. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you understand what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. We have to be careful that when we make plans in life that we know we'll be able to fulfill it.
Right.
Too many people start things and never finish it.
Right.
Yeah. Too many people start something and never finish it. I was talking about all the churches. I don't know what happened to those churches. I pray that they've grown so much that they're in a big cathedral somewhere. But to be honest with you, A lot of the people are probably at home watching TV this morning. Amen. The pastor probably just got discouraged, got burnt out, because that happens. Because I'm going to tell you something. You may not understand this. Most of you probably do. But the pastor, in many cases, everybody brings their problems to him.
Yeah.
Everyone. And he not only has to carry the burden of the church, the burden of his family, he has to carry individuals' burden. You know, I've seen a situation. I was going to another meeting, and there was this young lady in the meeting that her whole family and her problems was more important than anybody else in the meeting. And she let everybody know everything's going on. And so the whole meeting, every meeting for several meetings, everybody was there trying to help her with her problems. And I seen the leader of the meeting going out of the way to help this person, to help this family. And she told one of the leaders told me, he said, "This is the most dysfunctional family I'd ever seen in my life." I sat down with the young lady's son, and the young man just cursed God and cursed his mother and he cursed life itself. He cursed everything. I mean, just shocking. I had never met anyone so disrespectful toward me, toward God, and toward the things of God that this young man was. And finally, I finally told the leader of this meeting, I said, "Let me tell you something. If you're not careful, they're going to drain you and sap you of all your energy." This person told me, said, "It's already been happening. I've cut them off. I've cut them off. I've given them advice. I've given them places to go. I've given them a rehab to go where they can get out of town in Florida and just get their life together. And they refuse to do everything I recommend. Mm-hmm. And now they're not even returning my calls. I'm gone."
Yeah.
People will drain you. Amen?
I went through that.
That's why we as a body of Christ need to pray. Pray for your pastor. He needs it. Amen?
Yep.
Amen. I have it quite easy. I only have like one or two of you. No, Dennis is great now, but Dennis there for a year, man. Dennis drained me of everything I had. I told him, I said, "Dude, I am not your full-time job." Amen. Thank God Dennis has got the victory and he's doing great now, and I don't have all the pressures, but man, you're a heavy dude to carry, and I was carrying you a lot. Amen.
Yeah.
And he's not the only one. It happens throughout time. And we as pastors, that's our job, that's our duty. That's why we need so much prayer. Amen. Now think about it, if I had 100 people and there was 10 people like that needed a lot. I may not be able to handle it. Because I got a family I got to take care of too. And they can be burdensome sometimes. Amen.
Sure.
So what I'm trying to say is always weigh out before you make plans. Mm-hmm. Amen. For instance, you may be sent on the mission field. You can't go until God sent the money. Now, I have heard some great miracles take place. I remember years ago I heard a story of a missionary was sent to, I believe it was Africa, and the Lord told him, "Sell your business, give all your money away, and go down, take your family, go down to the boat docks." He stood in line, had no money. All the way up to the
Window.
ticket booth, had no money. One man in front of him, right before he was to go to the ticket booth, that man in front of him turned around and said, "God told me to buy tickets for you and your family." God does. Amen. So there are times if God tells you to do something, He's going to perform a miracle. But if God tells you to build a building and He hadn't performed the building, don't start till you get the money. Amen. We're going to go on down here a little bit. And it says, "Less happily after he had laid the foundation and not be able to finish it, all that behold him begin to mock him, saying that this man began